Bernardo Gruber, the dead man of the Jornada. In the late 1600s, during the Spanish colonial period, a German-born trader named Bernardo Gruber traveled through the Southwest. He was known as El Aleman, the German, and made his living selling goods, but some of the things he carried would eventually bring him trouble. According to historical accounts, Gruber became involved with what Spanish authorities considered superstitious practices and magic. He was accused by the Spanish Inquisition of practicing witchcraft. But what exactly was the witchcraft he was accused of? It appears to have involved charms, magical writings, and folk practices, rather than the kind of witchcraft later imagined in horror stories. Accounts describe Gruber as a seller or user of protective charms, objects or writings believed by some people to bring protection or good fortune. The Spanish authorities viewed these practices as superstition and a challenge to religious authority. Around 1668, he was arrested and imprisoned. After spending roughly 2 years in confinement near Sandia Pueblo, Gruber escaped with the help of an Apache companion. But his escape led him into something far more dangerous than a prison cell. The two men headed south across the Camino Real, entering one of the harshest stretches of desert in the region, the place that would become known as the Jornada del Muerto. The desert gave them no mercy. The journey was nearly impossible. Miles of dry land, intense heat, and unreliable water sources. Eventually, exhausted and desperate, Gruber stopped, and his companion went ahead searching for water. When his companion returned, Gruber was gone. For weeks, nobody knew what happened to him. Then travelers crossing the desert discovered something disturbing. They found a dead horse tied near the trail. Nearby were scattered remains believed to belong to Gruber, pieces of clothing, bones, and other remains that had been disturbed by animals. The location became known as La Cruz del Aleman, the cross of the German, because a cross was placed there to mark the place where he died. That area is associated with the northern part of Yost Draw in the Jornada del Muerto, in present-day Sierra County, New Mexico. And that is where the legend grew. Travelers passing through the lonely desert began telling stories about the lost German who never made it home. Some said the Jornada had claimed him forever. Others told stories of strange lights, shadows, and a lone figure wandering beneath the desert sky. Was Bernardo Gruber simply a man who died from thirst and exposure? Was there foul play? Did the desert itself become his final prison? The truth has been buried for more than 350 years. But one thing remains. A man's death in that empty wilderness left behind a name that still carries fear today. The Journey of the Dead Man.